Today's video, I'm going to show you how to properly measure your body so you can track that information to help you in your weight loss journey. Welcome back. This is Kevin from Gubbafitness. Don't forget to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. You're not going to want to miss the videos that I'm going to be posting, which details everything I've done to lose 50 pounds in the last 6 months. So let's get to the nitty-gritty. Why do we need to measure our body? First things first, you're going to need the motivation later on in the process as you move forward. It's going to give you knowledge. You're going to have all this information. You're going to know what you started with, which direction you're going, and it's going to allow you to tweak a diet to make sure that you keep going in the right direction. And that's going to give you a little bit of motivation. The motivation is going to come from seeing the numbers going down, seeing the changes and improvements, and comparing them to where they were and the way you want to be. So when do you start measuring? From the very beginning. You want to capture every inch, every pound that you're going to lose. So you do it right from day one. I mean, it's an easy thing. It helps get your mindset going. And after that, I would do every month. Just so you can go back and check monthly of what's happening, as you can see the bodies and the numbers shrinking. And sometimes, don't wait a month. If you need a little bit of motivation, you don't think the diet's working, get that tape measure out and just measure. And then just make sure you're tracking the date so you know when you took these measurements. And hopefully you see some great changes happening and it keeps you motivated. So what you're going to do is you're going to measure your weight. Yes, the dreaded weight. Get on the scale. The trick to getting on the scale is you got to do it every day at the exact same time, and usually wearing the exact same clothes or your birthday suit. Wake up, roll out of bed, get that bathroom break out of the way so you're not doing a little happy dance on the scale, and get on the scale and get that number. So now that you got the weight out of the way, what you're going to do is you're going to start measuring the inches of your body. You're going to start with measuring the neck, across the shoulders, across the chest, right around the nipple area, the bicep, and the waist. For women, the smallest part of the waist, and hips, which is the biggest part of the hips. Yes, the biggest. And then a little tricky is the thigh. I do the thigh. It's usually 6 inches above the kneecap, and that's going to give you an accurate area to repeat on. Because sometimes the thigh, if you go up an inch or down an inch, it's going to measure totally different, and that can be frustrating over time. So make sure you get about 6 inches above the kneecap. So what are you going to use to measure with? There's 2 different devices usually. I mean, there's probably more than that, but 2 that I've used the cloth tape, which is pretty good. The only problem with the cloth tape, it's manually done, and you can affect the tension depending on the time of day or how strong you're feeling. You can always wrap that a little tighter than it really is. The spring-loaded one is just that. It's a spring that does the tension for you, so it gives you a better repeatability and a little more accurate over time. So there's 2 different types of scales that you want to use when you're measuring your weight. And that's going to be a regular standard scale. It's all mechanical. You get on it, a little dial spins around, gives you your weight, and that's pretty easy. But I've found that a cheap, reliable option is a digital scale. And what's good about the digital scale is they have little electrodes on it that don't hurt, but they shoot through you, and they give you a lot more information, such as body fat and water rate and a whole bunch of other topics that you can judge. And what's good about that is it tracks it in an app. And in that app, you can go back and check the progress. It'll give you fancy little charts. So my recommendation is you get that digital scale and use it with an app. So another recommendation that I personally love is taking pictures. Start from the very beginning. You take that first photo, from the waist up, front and back. And you want to do that every month. You just get out there every month, take that photo, and then over time you can actually create a timeline of what it looks like as your body shrinks. And that can create a lot of motivation that helps keep you going, because you're going to be able to see things in a picture that you're not going to see on a daily basis when you look at yourself. So it's a great idea just to take pictures to help track and give you another tool to motivate you in your weight loss journey. So you have to stay positive. So how do you stay positive with all this information you just got? Just review the numbers, compare the numbers, see what's happening month to month, 6 months to a month ago. Look at these numbers, see what's moving, adjust any diet, exercise, anything else that you can actually do to make the changes that you want to see with these numbers. It just gives you a little bit of power to tweak your diet as you move forward. So another way to stay positive is listen to the small things. People complimenting you on how you look and asking what you're doing. Maybe your clothes are starting to fit a little looser. The belt notch goes in a notch. These are little things that personally that I took as a sign of success and put a little smile on my face knowing that I'm going in the right direction. It kept me motivated and stayed very positive moving forward. Once again, I hope this video helps you. I'm going to be posting a lot more videos, so make sure you stop back and check out my videos. I'm going to be posting workout videos, I'm going to be posting diet and recipe ideas, and more in depth on the whole process that I did to actually lose 50 pounds in 6 months. It's easy, stay motivated. Kevin out.